Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video. It's so good to see you all. Today we have a really interesting video. Today we are playing Evil Twins Games' newest game that they just came out with. And if you don't know who Evil Twin Games is, if you play Roblox and you've ever played Scary Sushi, they're the same people that made Scary Sushi. So I'm actually so excited because I loved that game. I play it every now and again because repetitive is kind of boring, but I do play it every now and again, and it's so fun. So they made this new game called Night Crew, or something like that. I'll have to look it up again, but it's so much fun, and I hope you are ready to join me in this wonderful game with my friends.
Time. Space. The twin forces that bind all of existence together. Unfortunately, there are some who wish to tear it apart. What your world calls the paranormal, ghosts, monsters, unexplained events, are not supernatural at all. They are unauthorized visitors from other dimensions, crossing over to a world that was never meant to hold them. Long ago, a dimensional breach known as the Disturbance nearly unraveled reality itself. In its aftermath, the free dimensions came together with a single purpose: to make sure these creatures never broke out of their dimensions again. To accomplish this goal, they created us. The Night Keepers is an autonomous system designed to protect the boundaries between all dimensions. We operate with 3 directives: monitor for unauthorized cross-dimensional travel, scrub affected dimensions of cross-dimensional contamination, and finally, close all dimensional rifts. But not every threat can be contained so easily. A creature known as Kyoku, born from the void, used our own containment network against us. He consumed entire dimensions. And eventually, he reached yours, making Moonlight Sushi ground zero. Through the courage of a small group of individuals, Kyoku was neutralized. But victory came at a cost. Kyoku's destruction destabilized the void, and with it, the barriers between every dimension. We believe someone or something is taking advantage of this weakness. Unstable rifts have opened across multiple dimensions, releasing countless entities and anomalies. To contain these rifts, we're going to need your help. We've recruited thousands of brave individuals like yourself to join a mobile response team we call the Night Crew. As a member of the Night Crew, you and up to 3 other recruits will deploy in a cross-dimensional pod just like this one. Once inside, you'll travel to dimensions affected by the rifts. While there, you'll need to collect anomalies, locate the source of the rift, and close it. After completing your mission, you'll return here. Welcome to the Night Crew. We hope you enjoy your time with us. That concludes orientation. You may exit through the door behind you. Proceed to mission departures to board your pod.
So, I know it might seem really cool, and it really is. So, of course, this is a voiceover. I wish that I could be, just natural voice while playing the game, but I respected people's privacy, and they didn't want to be recorded with their voice. Especially since, like, they were right next to me and my mic would have picked them up, so all of that, you know, I respect that they didn't want that, so that's not gonna happen. Right now, we're kind of just looking at all the stuff that they have going on. Pretty cool. This is, like, all the skins you can have, and you'll see what they are later. I can't remember if I have one equipped or not, but we'll see. I only played this once before this, and it was by myself to see what's going on. It was really interesting. By the way, if you guys are wondering, because I always include this somehow, the original time for this recording before editing is 3 hours, 22 minutes. And you guys might be wondering, like, okay, well, what kind of editing do you do? I don't really cut anything out unless it needs to be cut out. Like, let's say that something gets shown that shouldn't be shown, like someone's name or whatever. I cut that out. I don't speed past it. But otherwise, a lot of the time, you'll notice that I just speed up a lot of my stuff, which is for a specific reason. So, yeah. Right now, we're looking at perks. Sorry, I'm so sorry for my voice. Right now, we're looking at perks. Perks are temporary tools and buffs activated during missions. Unlock perks by collecting perk cards. Collect duplicates of the same perk card to upgrade its level and increase its strength. There's also stuff that's called classes, which we'll get into later, because right now we're gonna go play the game. Meet me there. I'm not gonna lie, for the first few minutes, I definitely just don't want to shorten anything too much. I don't really want to speed anything up, because this, you know, I like to do this with every new game I show. I want you guys to be able to see it all. Hello, walking meatloaves. I'm Ollie, your operator. Some of you are new, so let's get you up to speed. Since the sushi incident, rifts have opened across the dimensions. They're spawning strange anomalies and creating dangerous entities. Your mission? Evade any entities you encounter. Collect anomalies you find, and return them to me in the pod. Which dimension should we investigate first? Okay, that was not the best, but here we go. We went with, can you guess? That's right, the Tomb of the Seraph King. This was so much fun. I actually loved doing this. I didn't want to do the other one because I played it before, and I just didn't want to start with that one because that one was my first and it was not the right choice. But these are the little things that we were looking at earlier. You have this life and 2 other lives. So you have 3 lives. And you make quote-unquote clones that you can come back with. These are tools and perks. Now, we don't have perks up right now, but there will be perks that show up. You can find tickets in the floor that you, not the floor, the dimension that you go to. So, like, they'll be randomly, and I think you get them when you complete a dimension. So, this was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy this game. I hope you enjoy watching me play, or even go play yourself. Welcome to the Tomb of the Seraph King. I hope I'm saying it right. Now exit the pod and find those anomalies. So, when you first start out on this dimension, you come into this room, which I originally thought was a safe room. It's not, it's kind of not, but at the same time it is. It just depends. Anyway, that popcorn bucket that we passed was an anomaly, and you'll find those. That's also an anomaly. Things will be glowing a little bit purple, and they'll have anomaly, and they'll have the points they're worth for it under. Now, you need to reach a certain amount of points, depending on how many players are in your team, for you to correctly leave. Now, there's 3 different ways that you could leave. Well, not really, but there's 3 different ways of points for you to leave. You can get 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. 1 star is the bare minimum. You can't skip the floor. 2 star is where you can skip if you get there. And I haven't reached 3 stars, so I can't really tell you much about it. And I think it just gives you bonus of whatever. So that's really cool. As you saw, we died because they were trying to help me and then they got caught up. So that was great. So these are kind of like weeping angels, if you know what those are. Basically, you have to be facing toward them. And on every dimension, there's going to be some kind of entity, which is what they were talking about. Avoid the entities. These are what the entities are for this map or dimension. And it's actually so funny because I think it fits that perfectly. I do hope that they do more maps, and I hope that they do more stuff because I think it's super cool. But of course they don't. I love the game already, and I haven't gotten all the stuff. There is a little bit of lore that I found, which I was so excited about because you guys know me. I love lore. I love lore. Now, it isn't easy to get, though, which I honestly I appreciate. I think story that is too easy to get kind of takes away the fun of finding the story. But, you know, that's kind of just how life is. So, right now for the tomb, we're kind of just looking around for keys and anomalies and whatever. The keys we can use to open up any other doors, and the anomalies obviously give us 10, 15, whatever points. I did see one for like 45 once, which was down deep below, which was super cool. It wasn't on this map. You'll see later. Which I thought, you know, was cool. So the keys look different for every dimension, and the key for this dimension is kind of interesting. So you'll see it above the heads, and you'll see it in my inventory. It's actually really interesting. Sorry, this is about to get really sped up, so please beware of your eyes. But I had to speed up the recording a little bit. So there's also a time limit. If you look above and at the top of the middle screen, you'll see find and return anomalies, and you'll see a timer. Now, I think the original time was like 5 minutes or something. I wasn't paying attention. Well, look at that. You're alive. I'm impressed. Thank you. You scored 170 points and earned a 1-star rating. Transferring your quota rewards now. The anomalies you've collected have increased the strength of our rift source signal. If you keep it up, we'll eventually be able to locate the source and close the rift. Which dimension should we visit next? Ooh. I hope you guys like clowns. Or maybe you like ghosts. Who knows? And look what we chose. This one, both of those were really good choices, I'll be honest. There's really no picking between those two. I love both. Just depends on like your preference and stuff. Okay, so there are stuff called buffs as well. This Master Key buff is so good. I mean, so good. I am so ashamed of myself for not getting it. It did take me a while to understand that buff, but oh my god, it's so worth it. Please don't make the mistake I did if you have enough tickets. Oh my god. It's so good. I love that buff. I think that buff is one of the best buffs. There's a few buffs that you can get, and the Master Key one of my favorite, is my favorite. I love it. Yeah, just try it out, please. So, this is Murder Manor, and oh my god. The amount of love I have for this map is unparalleled. At first it was really hard for me, and then I played it more, kind of how you get better at a game, you play it. Anyway, that's what I did, and like, oh, I love this game. I love this game so much. So as you can see, me and my friend are kind of just chilling together. She's just following me because she doesn't know really what to do. And reasonable. And I had purposely left that anomaly for her to pick up. So, yeah, I think this map is the longest. Oh, it is not 5 minutes. That is about 11 minutes and 30 seconds that you get for each round. No wonder why this is 3 hours long. Jeez. Okay, well, I might actually end up, I know how I said earlier that I don't like cutting, and I don't, but I might end up cutting out some stuff from this game. If we repeat a level, which I don't think we do. I don't think we can repeat a level. I don't think we can. I think at one point we die and then we come back. Spoilers, probably not really. I don't know, but I remember playing this game and I remember forgetting that I was even recording. So at one point it just becomes purely how I play, which, isn't really that different. When I'm streaming or recording, a lot of the time I just make sure that it looks weird. Not weird. I make sure that it looks at least a little bit better for you guys so that it's not crazy if I speed it up. Like if I go into first person, it goes a little bit hard on your eyes if you speed it up. Anyway, I did forget to mention something. You can only hold 3 items in this game, which is great. Love the challenge there. I suppose that the time makes up for it since you're going back and forth. But, Ooh, if you guys didn't see the keys in this world yet, so pretty. Beautiful, really. This map's one of my favorites. I love how I say that. There's literally one map that I hate. I don't like the Antarctic research facility. I can't handle it. I can't. No. Listen, you might love it. I don't like it. I prefer Chuckles Funhouse, Murder Manor, and the Tomb of Scarab, the Scarab King. So, that's what I prefer. What you prefer is different. So, we'll see. But yeah. So this is the entity for this one. As it says, Murder Manor. I think I just killed my friend there. Murder Manor, there's spirits that chase you. Now, this is sped up so they don't look like that entirely. Well, they look like that, but they don't look that weird when you're running. Okay? They look really weird right now because it's sped up, but aren't they beautiful? They can't get us. Don't worry. Behind the gates is safe. So, right now I'm just trying to pull them away from my friend, which is all the way back in the back. You see that little green speck kind of in the middle of the manor? Yeah. I'm just trying to keep them with me, kind of. Which, honestly, I don't know why I thought that would help, considering, like, if they want to get over here to the safe spot, they have to, you know, go past them anyway. Anyway, the big important thing is you can go outside of the manor and you can explore outside the manor. However, inside the manor is arguably more important. Now, I didn't know this before I really explored, but the manor is the first place I really got the hint of lore, because I saw something and I decided to look up more about, not look up, but in-game look up. Like, in the lobby, I looked up a few things, and, forgot about that, sorry. I forgot about that. And I just decided to look up stuff in the lobby. So, like, I was looking at all the different buttons they had to press all over the screen. So, that's what I was doing. And I am so surprised that I found the right room first chance, and I didn't even go back in. I didn't. Well, I think I did. But it was really cutting time. Really cutting time. As you can see here, I'm kind of really risking it for the biscuit. I haven't really explored upstairs of the manor. I'm sure there's a lot of good stuff. But, again, look at the time. I'm not really focused on the time. And I make a big oops putting this up here. I make a big oops putting this up here. I'm just going to say that now. And it's all to get rid of, like, these two. That's it. Which is so funny. And right now I'm just like, oh no, now I have to find anomalies. And then it was at one left and I was like, okay, I can chill now. You know? I don't even know what I was looking for. I think I was just looking around. So here's where I finally figure it out. There is a gold key inside the room that I first opened. And you get it and you can go below, and it is so incredibly cool. And you saw there's 40 and 45 point stuff, and I had no inventory space. I had 2 keys. I don't think I can drop anything, so I'm kind of stuck with this one anomaly, whatever, and we don't have any more med kits, so my mom is just dying. So we're trying to get as many points as we can, of course. My mom did die, but right now I'm just trying to get any other anomalies, use my keys so I can go pick up the big anomalies, or like anomalies in general, because, you know, get all the points, get the tickets. I'm not gonna lie, my mom does use up all of her clones, so she dies fully, which was great for team morale. No blame on her. This is the first time the first time she played the game. She's doing great. Didn't really know what to do. I'm explaining to her and all that stuff. We then voted for Chuckles Funhouse for our next thing, which was so fun. As I said, did not want to do the research base. Was like, nope. And then for the ticket time was super interesting because I got the option for Master Key again. By the way, I think it stays. And I don't think I picked it. I'm so mad at myself. So incredibly mad. Oh, here's another buff, Safety Net. After recovering from injury. So, after recovering from injury isn't really the best if your teammates aren't there to help you recover, because they're the ones that recover you from the injury, so it's not really great. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. This video is 24 minutes long. Almost 25. And I have a feeling that you guys don't want to be here that long. So I'm going to make this into parts, this very long recording into parts. This is going to be part 1. Yeah, this is going to be part 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, wish you guys well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching part 1. I hope you have an amazing day, night, weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.